It's the Bengals and the Panthers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. Teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
2 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here we go. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. The numbers for Brown from a week ago: 20 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Now Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. You look at this Carolina defense. And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Burrow will throw. Flushed out right. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Young will set to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Gun.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DJ Waddle got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge...
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Thielen going to go in motion right. To throw, Young. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Young now. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the...
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Young to throw it. Open here, Adam Thielen. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now here's Young. This is caught by McMillan. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football, as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Here we go, set.
Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Mo Alley-Cox, 48 yards. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They defer to Brown to start the drive. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Brown. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Burrow looking to pass. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for him with Brown. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Bengals are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the...
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out.
And now the rookie's free.
Still on his feet.
Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 17-14. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say pump the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase.
He's got it at the 15. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
55 yards.
And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Young to throw it. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
On third down, here's a run by Hubbard.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half.
Here we go.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
Now it's Burrow. Going for the deep ball.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Let's go.
Here's Young. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Give him 9 on the play, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now Young. Toward the pylon, caught. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Hubbard is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
11 mighty.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Able to fight through one tackle. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Off the play fake, Young.
This one into the hands of Thielen.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 30 yards. Here's Young from the shotgun. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Let's go now.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. From the shotgun, it's Young. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Mo Alley Cox with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets. And it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Right back to Brown.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go.
An inside give, Brown. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Flush to his right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Burrow. A quick hitter complete. It's Brown. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be able to...
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Chase Brown, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal. That time a 9-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Bryce Young and the offense out for their next series.
He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Young working out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Young.
He'll find McMillan here.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Running right, here's Brown. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Eluding the pressure right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Draw play for Brown. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In motion comes the tight end left. Here's Burrow. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, a give to Brown.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
Here we go.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Here we go. First and goal. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead.
Here we go.
They're going to try and run. And he will get in. He seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So now Young and the Panthers down by 5. A minute 53 remaining. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Young. Able to find Thielen. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Young to throw. Into the hands of Sanders. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Here's 1st down. Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Now Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Come on. Set. Up.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Here we go.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have done in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year?
78. I think it was in November.
Third down, here's Brown. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now,